All right, breaking updates this morning in our Sunrise Smart Start. A woman currently fighting for her life after she was shot on Dewey Avenue. We just got a new update this morning from RPD that the victim is a 24-year-old woman and still currently in the hospital in critical condition. Police tell us it happened just around 9 last night. Currently no suspects in custody. But if you think you know anything about this case, please call 911. Over to Texas, 4 people in Dallas shot and killed yesterday, and we're told this happened in their own home just before 4:30 p.m. 5 people shot, 3 adults dead on the scene. A 15-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy taken to the hospital. That baby died from his injuries. However, the teen girl is still in stable condition. Police do tell us that the suspect is a neighbor who had walked into the victim's home and started shooting. Well, happening later today is a court appearance for a man accused of shooting at Monroe County deputies. We're told that 45-year-old Alonzo Jones was found behind a bar near the Carrabba's on West Henrietta Road back in June of 2022. However, when the deputies say that they arrived on the scene, tried to de-escalate what they found there, they say Jones pulled out a gun and started shooting. He's now charged with aggravated attempted murder of a police officer, among other charges. That jury trial starts as well at 9:30. Also, a Rochester man accused of raping 2 teen girls inside of a Motel 6 room on Chili Avenue. He'll be in court today. Police tell us that during his stay there, the 24-year-old Jameek Pierce raped both a 13 and a 14-year-old girl. Pierce pled not guilty to his charges earlier in September. Further in court, a man accused of shooting and killing a man in the city. A 33-year-old Whitney Morris allegedly shot and killed Christopher Porche during a robbery attempt back in November of 21. Police that do say that Morris is a registered sex offender who was out on parole at the time of these crimes, and he is now charged with second-degree murder. That jury trial also starts at 9:30. Let's take another look at our sunrise traffic here this morning, shall we? Here at 6:53, this is about the time we're going to be seeing more cars on the roadways, things finally starting to pick up as we get really no light here in the morning. Maybe too many clouds blocking us out. Nothing to report in terms of accidents across 390, 490, 590, but if you can see our cameras, you're looking up on your screens now, you can see it's wet, and so are those roads, so be careful as you head out the door. Well, since negotiations over the release of hostages has stopped, Israel's military assault has resumed in Gaza. Scenes such as the ones we're about to show you right now playing out throughout the Strip. This is actually a group of children searching for their father, believed to be buried under the rubble following an Israeli airstrike. The Hamas-run Ministry of Health says that the death toll in Gaza surpasses 15,000 Palestinians, despite Israeli leaders vowing to do all they can to keep civilians out of the crossfire. The Biden administration says they believe they should be doing more.
The right number of civilian casualties is 0. And it's clearly many thousands have been killed and many more thousands have been wounded, and now more than 1 million are internally displaced.
In this kind of a fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat.
Well, there are Republican lawmakers pushing back against the administration's message, saying that what Biden asks the Israeli military to do and achieve is impossible. News 8 getting a first look at URMC's Orthopedics and Physical Performance Center before the official opening. The $227 million complex is located at the Marketplace Mall. U of R says that the facility brings technology that is not available anywhere else in Western New York, right here to our region, and further explaining that having many different types of medical care all under one roof helps the patients.
Having us all together enhances our communication, enhances our mutual understanding, and helps us to take the best care of patients. So it's just not the surgical side, it's just not the rehab. Being able to offer and address all of those with the goal of getting these young athletes back to what they want to be doing and enjoying.
URMC says the project will make Rochester a regional destination for thousands of patients, and the facility will open its doors to the patients for the first time later this morning. So maybe News 8 will be able to get there and check it out.
Yeah, that's cool to see. I've watched that building grow from what was a mall that nobody went to into a huge facility that's going to be, I think, very popular.
Perfect reason for a lot of people to go to. So how are we checking out our last check of the weather before we let you go for the morning?
Yeah.
40s
Yeah,
At least for now.
Warmest part of the day is right now.
Look at
Numbers
that.
going to go down from here. Webster's at 40, Penfield 42, Henrietta 41. So this is what you're walking out the door to. But this afternoon, as we come home, we're going to be cooler in the 30s to finish the day, and then tomorrow, cool, numbers stuck in the 30s all day long. And then really Wednesday, that's the day we'll watch out for chances for some minor accumulating snow here and there. Overnight lows in the 20s, could be a little bit slick next few mornings. And then we see the numbers come back up. And this weekend, yes, again, looks like we've got some wet weather around the corner Saturday night into Sunday. Big storm to bring rain.
47 on Saturday, my goodness. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing your morning with us on News 8 at Sunrise. The next update in 30 minutes, and CBS Mornings next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.